We're good. How's everyone doing? I got my microphone. Today's one of those special streams. Let's learn some stuff. Why is my hair like frick? Here I go being self-conscious again. I'm just now registering that Cubes has eyebrows. Oh really? Look at this. My eyebrows are so hairy right now. I can even see it. You kind of can. Look at that. I was just like, yo, why not do this with other people and maybe teach them a thing or two? Cubes, you see the box of secret things. This box of secret things doesn't really have anything secret. These are my LED lights that I use on my wall. This is empty. This is batteries, not the crime. They used to be way different. Actually, look at the thickness of that. Look at it. Also, yeah, those stab wounds was my cat. But yeah, it was really thick. It's still kind of thick, but not nearly as much. Look at the difference, right? Okay, so there's the obvious, right? There's several kind of ways you can do your eyebrow. There's shaving. I mean, there's more, but let's just say shaving. There's you can use tweezers, and you can use wax. The good thing about shaving is that you just do it on the fly whenever you want, right? But it has the big downside of you like seeing those little dots, and also it goes really fast. You can use tweezers as well, but it's like really slow. It's kind of a painful process to like yank the hair out, but like if you're using tweezers or wax, you get used to it rather quickly. I would say like if you do it like 4 times, you already start to notice it's like way less painful. I used to wax my beard, right? My voluptuous beard, because I really didn't like it and I couldn't really shave it because my skin is very sensitive. If you want to do wax or tweezers, which is what I advise, and it's really painful, it gets less painful as it goes, okay? If you keep that in mind, I think it helps. Like, it motivates you to keep going. So, because I'm broke, I don't really have... Like, there's some little wax strips that are made for the face, but I have like this body one, and I don't really use them for the body. So I've been using it, like I've been cutting little pieces and making my own personal... yeah, pain is beauty. I've been making my own personal little wax strips out of this big one, which to be fair, it's way more economic, you know, ergonomic, whatever you call it. I don't freaking know. A little thing I want to say before I start, which is you can like manipulate your eyebrows kinda to give different effects. So if you have eyes that are like a little far apart, you know, on your face, people are all different. This happens and it's totally okay. But if you want to give the illusion that they're more symmetric, you can use your eyebrows for that effect as well. It's not even a big deal, but it's just a thing that I keep seeing when people mention eyebrows and such, which is basically if your eyes feel too far apart, you should keep your eyebrows closer together, you know? So like closer as in closer to the nose. While if your eyes are too close together, you would keep them further away from the nose, right? You take a little bit more from this middle part. I've never tried wax before. Is it painful? It is painful in the beginning, but like, to be honest, you're gonna see me doing it. I don't feel anything. I just... The tools you're gonna need for this, so it's waxing strips, or you can use a pincer as well. I also advise you to use a white eyeliner. This is like a pencil. This is not really like the one I showed you before. First, you decide what kind of shape you want your eyebrows to be, right? I've been liking this one. I've had them thinner, but I feel like this is fine. I don't know, I don't want to make them even thinner than they already are. And then also the position, there is you can make them wider or straighter depending, straight, depending on your eyes, right? And you can also put them up or down if you have that possibility, right? If you have thick eyebrows especially. You can make them higher or lower. Higher will give you a more feminine look, because it's the thing we've already discussed about the brow bone, right? It gives that illusion that the brow bone is slightly softer if you make them up, while if you make them down, it gives like more of a masculine vibe, more of like a ooga booga kind of thing. Once you decide the shape of your eyebrow, mine are kind of like squarish, right? You can see like they're kind of a square shape. If my like there's a little arch here, right? But apart from that, it's pretty squarish, right? You can make them have like a higher like bend. I've seen people say that depends on your face shape or whatever. I haven't really explored that, but if you want to, feel free to. Have you tried threading for hair removal? I have actually. I have felt that that method is more painful though, don't you think? Thank you for mentioning it. It's so basically there's a method. I don't know if you've seen people do this. It's usually done in like beauty salons and such, where basically they take two threads, right? And they move along your hair follicles, and they just pull it, basically. It's like one by one, but it's really quickly. But it's freaking painful. I don't like it. But I mean, I'm guessing it's like the rest, right? You get used to it. So you're gonna you're gonna define the shape you want. I already have my shape, right? I've been kind of perfecting it over the years. And you're gonna try. Wait, let me get you over here. You're gonna try to mark the outline. Okay, because this will help you not mess up later. There's always that thing of like, oh, I want to take more off here or more off here, but you usually might regret that, so maybe just delimit the things you want first, and then you can, you know you're going for what you want, instead of like, you know, eyeballing it. You can see that my hair actually starts here, like very down below, right? My hair started. So this is how much I take off. I'm gonna pull out my wax, right? Let's get a scissor. Even if you have the big ones, and there's like this white strip here, I advise you to cut one side off, because it's just easier to see where you're putting it. You should try to heat it up first. You try to heat up the wax first. So this is like friction. So when you peel it off, it actually stays in the band. Well, there we go. See? Both sides are freaking loaded. You want to place the wax in the direction of the hair, right? You take it off against the hair and you put it along with the hair, okay? Okay, that was weak. There's like little balls, right, on top of the hair, which is the hair follicle. That's where your hair grows from. Basically, when you remove that, it doesn't grow thick anymore, okay? It's not that when you shave it with a razor, it grows... There's like this myth that it grows thicker. It just grows the same size. But it grows from the already large radius, right? While if you wax it off, the whole hair follicle has to grow back, so it grows smaller, like baby hairs, you know? So if it's like those little balls, you know you're doing it right. Oh god, that sounds so bad. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Alright, anyways, same thing on the other side, we just... Wow. Right? Okay, that one was better. One big thing about splitting your wax is if you don't, usually the ones for your face are this long, right? This is the length, and this is the thickness, kind of like a finger of mine. So you know it's like this whole thing. So it's really long, and if you don't cut it in half, I really advise you do, because if you don't, you just get like a boxy kind of brow, right? We're trying to give it a shape, especially like more rounded shape. Otherwise, it looks like very waxed. You know, you don't want to give that look, unless you do, but I don't think you would. If you cut it in little pieces, I usually use 3, right? So it's like one straight line here, one straight line here, one straight line here. You'll be working by straight lines. And the more little pieces you have, it's like the more sides you give to a square, right? The closer you get to a circle. Same thing. When it comes to the middle part, which is like here, it's called the bridge. Your hair actually goes both ways. So you might have to do once going downwards and another time going upwards, okay? You ever seen those old men who have like bushy eyebrows? And it looks kind of weird. That's what the scissors for, okay? So basically, what you do, you get one of these. These are basically used, I mean, they're kind of multi-purpose, right? Use them to brush my eyebrows. Like, just basically get them all to the side. And if I do this, like if I pull them upwards, and I catch them with my finger, you can see they go a bit high. Not too high, because I've been keeping them, you know, groomed. Pull them upwards, you hold it with your finger, and then you cut the excess on the top. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not on a sink right now, and I don't want to make a mess. Toxic masculinity will tell you that you can't even fix your eyebrows, because that's freaking gay. But then they look up to men in movies and such who do their eyebrows, wear makeup, and all that, and can't reach those looks without it. And then they spend their whole lives hating themselves because they can't look like them when they kind of can't, because they are not willing to try those things. I don't know if you remember when I said I started off by wearing colorful socks, like ankle socks, right? And my dad was kind of like, you know, questioning me because I was wearing pink socks. And he was like, why are your socks freaking pink? And I'm like, bro, they're just a piece of cloth. Chill. Also, my mom once freaked out because I was making bracelets for your arm, like this. I was making bracelets, and she was like, you're a boy. But yeah, everyone you have ever seen in production media has been through hair and makeup. Yeah, true. Especially, I mean, I want to give this example, but look at Donald Trump. That is not natural. You know what I mean? That guy has more bronzer than, I don't know, the Mexicans he wants to send home. Maybe that's why he wants to send them home, actually. Maybe he's just jealous. Jealous of the bronze. Although I think these self-care things are good things that help you like yourself. That don't really, you know, put you in any kind of danger. I mean, not too much anyways. Don't just groom yourself when you have to go out. I've been like figuring this out, because I usually only like shaved or only fixed my eyebrows or whatever when I had like people I liked to go meet, you know, friends or whatever. And if you just keep yourself in an image you like you look at yourself constantly, and it's very helpful for your self-esteem, especially if you just keep yourself the way you like, not for others, but actually for yourself. Try to put some music on, enjoy the process, like you know, you're making yourself prettier, and that's amazing. Once you fix your eyebrows, you can also do this step before you cut it with scissors, right? Don't judge me right now, okay? I'm gonna show you this. Do not freak out. I'm not gonna oil up, okay? People come to my house and they're like, why do you have baby oil in your bathroom? This is why. I need it for the wax, okay? Wax doesn't come off with soap, it comes off with oil, okay? Usually these things come with their own like little pieces of paper filled with oil that you just scrub, but I don't have those because I'm using this, right? I'm cutting this. So like it came with 4, but I can use this like 20 times. So my 4 has expired. I'm gonna go apply this, and you guys behave. I'm gonna look exactly the same when I come back, okay? I'm gonna have my clothes on. I'm just gonna put it in my face, wash it with soap, and that's what you should do too. I usually do this on days that I wash my hair, and I just wash the face with it. And there you go, little freaking eyebrows. You can also go with like the tweezers. Imagine these are tweezers, right? You go on little spots that you think you've missed or you want to fix, but really be careful not to take too much. Always go less, never go more, okay? If you're not sure if you're taking enough, take less, okay? Because you can always take more afterwards, but it takes a while to grow.